Hi everyone. Today in chapter 11 Water in Atmosphere we will discuss about the process of condensation. Condensation is the process of water vapor changing to the liquid state. It is directly transformation of water vapor into the water is called condensation. And condensation takes place when if a air is cooled below its dew point. Some of the air's water vapor became liquid. Any further cooling of the saturation air start the process of condensation. Whenever the dew point temperature falls below the freezing point, water vapor may convert directly into ice by the process of sublimation as well. Reason for the condensation are two. One, the relative humidity. Second is degree of cooling. Basically, condensation is caused by the loss of heat. It happens when moist air is cool. It may be reached at a level when its capacity to hold water vapor ceases. Then excess water vapor condenses into liquid or the solid form. In arid land, a larger degree of cooling is necessary below the dew point is reached, while in humid climate, a lesser degree of cooling will start the process of condensation. Sublimation is a process when water vapor directly condenses into solid form. And in the process of evaporation, heat is transferred into work which result in the cooling the evaporating surface. Condensation, on other hand, is a reverse process of evaporation. In this, an equal amount of energy is transferred into the heat, and this released heat is called the latent heat of condensation, which raises the temperature of air. And in condensation, there is a great role of dust particle. Dust particle basically function as hygroscopic nuclei. In free air, water vapor condenses around the dust particle. These dust particles work as hygroscopic nuclei, and in order to get the process of condensation started, it is essential, it is important that there should be an abundant supply of hygroscopic nuclei in the form of dust particle. Earlier, the weather scientists had the view that tiny particles of dust or whatever type they may be, right, they work as hygroscopic nuclei and are sufficient for the process of condensation. But it has been found out that condensation does not occur on ordinary dust particle. For the purpose of condensation, only such particles are necessary which are capable of attracting the water or are having potential to absorb the water. At time, condensation also takes place when moist air come in contact with some cooler object. Condensation also takes place sometime when temperature is close to the dew point. Condensation therefore depend upon the amount of cooling and relative humidity. These are the two necessary conditions which I have told you. One, the degree of cooling. Another, relative humidity is relative humidity of air is an important feature for the process of condensation. And the condition responsible for condensations are: very first, when the temperature of air is reduced to dew point with its volume remaining constant. Second, when both the volume and the temperature are reduced. Another, when moisture is added to air through evaporation. In all this process, condensation will take place. And most favorable condition for the condensation is decrease in temperature. For the process of condensation, this is important to fall in the temperature of air. The first condition for the temperature condensation to occur, saturation of air is essential and prerequisite condition. Saturation can be brought either by reducing the air temperature or by adding the water vapor in the air. And another, water vapor need some kind of surface on which it may condenses. There are different forms of condensation in which it may take place. Moisture occur in various forms. This is due to the variation of the amount of humidity in air, in its movement and turbulence, and its temperature and the rate of cooling. Condensation occurs on solid surface, on the earth's surface as well as in free air. The common form of condensation or condensed moisture includes dew formation, frost, fog and mist, and cloud. Fog and cloud are being very important element of weather, which we will describe in the further sessions of this chapter. Thank you.